Before the video starts, I have a big surprise for you all, which I will reveal in the middle of the video. Suit 2012, directed by Jarius McCleary, is a short yet profound film that examines themes of personal dignity, societal judgment, and the battle between appearances and authenticity. The film offers an intimate portrayal of a man who fights to reclaim his self-worth in a world that values surface over substance. Through the protagonist Charles, the story delivers a compelling message about resilience and reinvention, weaving a tale that is both inspiring and deeply relatable. The film begins with a striking sequence of New York City streets during rush hour. The bustling energy of the metropolis contrasts sharply with the demeanor of Charles, a middle-aged man walking among the crowd. Charles's worn, ill-fitting suit is the first thing the camera focuses on, a subtle yet effective visual cue of his current state. Charles, once a high-ranking executive, is now unemployed and struggling to make ends meet. His suit, though once a symbol of power and prestige, has become a painful reminder of his fall from grace. The signs of wear, frayed edges, loose buttons, and faint stains reflect his financial struggles and fading confidence. As he walks, Charles clutches a weathered briefcase and murmurs lines under his breath, practicing for a job interview. His nervousness is palpable, yet his determination shines through. The background noise of the city fades, allowing the audience to focus on Charles's inner turmoil, a cinematic choice that draws us into his world. Charles arrives at a sleek, modern office building. Inside, he is greeted with cold indifference. The receptionist gives him a cursory glance, her judgment evident in her tone as she directs him to the waiting area. In the waiting room, Charles is surrounded by sharply dressed candidates. Their suits are crisp, their shoes polished, and their demeanor exudes confidence. In stark contrast, Charles's appearance feels outdated and out of place. The subtle glances and quiet whispers among the candidates heighten the tension, underscoring the societal pressure to conform to a polished image. The film uses this scene to highlight a universal truth. First impressions matter, and in a professional setting, appearances often overshadow merit. Charles is eventually called into the interview room, where a panel of 3 executives awaits. The room's stark decor and the panel's stern expressions create an intimidating atmosphere. Charles's nerves are evident, but he tries to project confidence. The panel, led by Mr. Harris, begins the interview with standard questions about Charles's experience and skills. Charles responds articulately, showcasing his knowledge and qualifications. However, the panel's focus soon shifts from his resume to his gaps in employment history. Mr. Harris probes deeply, questioning Charles's reliability. A flashback reveals the truth. Charles had taken a career break to care for his ailing mother, a decision that drained his savings and left him jobless. In the present, Charles opts for a vague explanation, stating he was between opportunities. Despite his best efforts, the panel's skepticism remains. Their thinly veiled judgment is clear. They see Charles not as the accomplished professional he once was, but as a man who no longer fits the corporate mold. Now it's time for the surprise. We will be gifting 10 USDT to 10 of our first 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe and then let us know in the comments. Dejected, Charles leaves the interview and sits on a bench in the building's lobby. He appears defeated, slumping forward with his briefcase resting on his knees. His body language conveys a mix of exhaustion and despair. At this moment, he meets Joe, an elderly janitor who strikes up a conversation. Joe, with his kind eyes and approachable demeanor, notices Charles's worn suit and offers him a cup of coffee. As they talk, Joe reveals his own story. Once a successful tailor, Joe lost his business during an economic downturn. Despite his current job as a janitor, he maintains a sense of pride and purpose. Joe shares a piece of wisdom that changes Charles's perspective. A suit might open the door, but it's the man wearing it who earns respect. Joe's words resonate deeply with Charles, planting a seed of hope. This interaction is a turning point in the film, as it reminds Charles and the audience that dignity and self-worth come from within. Inspired by Joe's advice, Charles decides to take control of his situation. The film transitions into a montage that captures his journey of reinvention. Suit 2012 is a masterfully crafted short film that delivers a profound message through its nuanced storytelling and relatable characters. Charles's journey from despair to self-discovery is both inspiring and deeply human. reminding viewers of the importance of perseverance and authenticity in the face of adversity. The film's portrayal of societal judgment, personal growth, and the value of empathy makes it a timeless narrative, one that continues to resonate with audiences long after the credits roll.